Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Quill Korea, Best Korea, a Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play, which could also be entitled Quill Massively Overextends Again. So, we did a war where we did go and vassalize both Donghai and Heishi, which has led to this coalition map mode. Well, technically a coalition hasn't started yet, but it probably will. Meanwhile, I also went and ruined my country with a looming disaster. Aristocratic coup is ticking along here, due for July. There's a coalition, including somebody we would almost had as an ally until we outraged them by taking two vassals who all hate us as well. You know. So, that's great. Now, some of the coalition members are not inside the tributary. Oh, nobles gaining power. Stability drop. I think I would like to return that up here, though. I'm going to do that. Still wondering about just pulling out more land from them in general. Yeah. So this is really bad in low military provinces, because these are our noble factions, so that's actually really crappy. They're not bad in a place that has a lot of power. Yeah, and that's going to lead to those. So we'll wait. Yeah, I think pulling land away from them is not a terrible idea. Now, are we at our force limit? No. We don't have much manpower, but I think it's worth building some troops. It didn't actually trigger. Wait, what? Nobility's been curtailed. Did it? Why, from pulling away the territory? No, it ends when they've been curtailed. Could it pop just any time now? Is that what's going on? We don't have a timer for it, but I don't know. Let's put you on Protect Trade. And we're going to mothball the rest of these ships. In fact, I'm tempted to just disband the cogs entirely. I know, we may still need to be able to get over to Donghai, just to help them with their internal rebels at this point. Now, we do have a lot of debt. Yeah, our balance is really bad. Big part of it is the army maintenance here. I feel like we may actually have to go and debase our currency a bit to prevent us from going to a huge debt spiral. I think we are. I'm gonna accept a little corruption for now. Just preventing another loan from popping up right now. And we will repay that loan. And we're not going to replace the advisor. In fact, I'm tempted to sort of kick all the... Well, I'm going to kick you. To save a few bucks. I'm going to keep the Morale of Armies advisor. Of course you want money. Thanks, Ming. I guess I will bring down the fort maintenance after all until the Civil War starts, because maybe it won't. I'm fairly confused, but also thankful. Lose ducats. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the stability hit, which I will then boost. Effectively spending admin for money right now. The thing, like, this is pretty dire at this time, but if we weather this, we're going to be in a fairly decent position. Just out of curiosity, how good of a temple can we build? Okay, not great. We're not going to do it anyway. We need the buffer. A new king. There we go. 615. And it hasn't told us the trait yet. Everyone's craven. We have a line of craven people here. Army. Am I over my army limit? No. Civil War's not ticking. Tell you what, I'm going to go and disband my cavalry. They're very expensive. Maybe I will bring down my maintenance overall. Alright, let's do that. Welcome immigrant. We gain corruption, but gain a permanent base production. Yeah, let's do that. At some point, we do have to spend down the corruption. Although, first, I'm going to do that. How many more loans we got? 2 more. Alright, paying off the loans early do not save you money because you still spend all the interest. Is the aristocratic coup active? Yeah, the generalship. That was a complete herpaderp that it would increase their influence. Still, could be worse. And you would rise up right away if I took you away. So, coalition-wise, I mean, one definitely exists. We have... Oh, we don't have a truce with these guys anymore. So it's actually sort of surprising they haven't gone and triggered it. Yes, we will do that, for sure. I realize that we have some corruption and things going on, but absolutely getting that going now would be brilliant. We're going to want with more of the shock pips than the morale. Please and thank you. Although I say that, I mean, it's not like we're... I mean, yeah, no, there's some. It's okay. There's some shock going on there. Actually, if there's the improved relations advisor, we actually are going to go with you. And then I'm going to have to fire you, even though I wanted the morale. Because this will help burn off the aggressive expansion faster. Not these guys. I mean, these guys wouldn't have joined if they weren't at 50. They may not... They might leave pretty quickly, or they might stick around until they hit 0. And then, yeah, Korchin could still join in. Yeah. Having that tick down would be really good. What would also be good is somehow making these guys loyal. Oh, we could start hitting Placate button. We do have some prestige. But, I mean, how high is their limited desire, actually? Relative power, opinion, trust. Those will improve over time, of course. Place relative on throne. You have to be in the same religious group. Ah, because it would have been nice to do that now. Because they'd still be sitting at 100, but that would have... The placed relative on throne would go away? I guess I could have debased and gotten rid of the last one. Okay. Stable-ish. Keep sucking up to outraged countries, just trying to offset some of these things. Natives not assisting. We have native fur traders? What? Okay. Sure. And we will want the Diplo idea. Because, well, first of all, we want to make sure we don't get unbalanced, but also, we don't want to fall behind our vassals for that. Now, I'm going to put a focus on Diplo to try to balance this out a little bit more, because we're so far behind on that. Plus, there's a chance our first idea group might be diplomatic, i.e. exploration ideas. Because then we don't really have to keep taking more stuff at that point. I mean, taking some stuff with treason against Korea. Recruitment necessity to lose professionals. We don't have any. Local manpower. Administrators lose loyalty. We gain professionalism. But a particular area would get unrest. I'm actually going to go ahead and just hit this for now. They would gain influence, which you don't want. They would lose influence. Oh, but get a ton of rebellion. Now, individually, we could bop some of these guys. But if they merge up into one mega stack... we're going to fight them, starting with the ones in Pyongyang, because it's the largest stack. Although, Jeonju is also pretty big, which is down here. No, it's not mountains. Yeah, okay. Boom. We'll do a shift consolidate. It's hills, and I think this would be a river crossing as well. Go that way. I think that will be without a river crossing. Shift consolidate. I guess we'll get the morale tick as we go. That should be fine. Okay, and then we only have one group left. We'll let some of our manpower tick back here. Try to attack them. There we go. We'll arrive just after July, so we should get a tick of manpower reinforcements and finish things off. Okay. Well, it'll cost us a lot of troops, which will weaken our position and could fire off a coalition. Okay. Mothball all forts. And there we go. There's a manpower tick. I'm going to let one other month of manpower tick, and then I'll just bring down the maintenance, since we won't have the manpower to refill our troops anyway. So we'll just do this. And call that good enough. Okay. Alright, we're still holding on. Still trying to suck up to outraged countries. Yeah, you can keep having the tribute. That's going to have to be fine. Up to 9 corruption. Woohoo! Let's actually debase and pay off. Oh, shit. I had a technology available. As I say, debase and pay off a loan before, or make sure I have enough in the bank to pay off a loan next one's due. Oh, it's not for 3 years. Mercantilism. Yeah, no, let's build up our mercantilism. It'll be really good long term. Yeah, you're still disloyal. You'll get over it. Corrupt admirals, lose naval tradition. That's fine. It's still minus 5%, and we can get an idea. I think we are going to want exploration, but I might... I don't necessarily have to rush it. I mean, I suppose I can grab expansionist ideas for the +1 colonist right away. It does lead to the fastest global settler increase as well. The merchant doesn't do anything for us. The thing is, like, the colonial range and everything doesn't really matter, and the exploration doesn't really matter. If we get the colonization right away, we can start colonizing here. Now, it's downstream from our trade, which isn't quite as valuable, but it's still kind of nice to have. Like, it's no good for trade, but it still develops other things. And that's if we went with admin right away. The problem is it does cost money to colonize, so I think I'll just wait. Most likely we'll still go with exploration, because it's a while before we get our second group, and we will want to have, you know, if we explore over here and then colonize some of these islands and then keep going east into the Pacific, that actually would be the loveliest. But we're making good money finally. We'll repay the last loan. We'll start to pay off the corruption. I like how you, like, pay off the corruption. Pay bribes to lessen the corruption. And we can get our advisors back again at some point. But yeah, if we make it through this... Admittedly, this is a pretty big something. Some people are going to start supporting the independence of my vassals soon. change... Oh, not from neighboring. To own subject countries. There we go. Okay, that's not me. And it's not anyone I care about terribly much. Alright, you're paid off, so I don't have to worry about accidentally spending the money and having to renew the loan. There you go. We can do this and still make a ducat a month. Just a little bit of padding. Gotta be ready in case we go to war. Speaking of, I might want to start reinforcing these guys. I don't know. We'll wait. Maybe we'll fix the corruption first, and then we'll do that. And yeah, no reason to pick an idea group and start. I mean, I could. I guess I'm not investing in anything right now. I can say, okay, we are going to go exploration. We can swap out of it whenever. But I don't think we're going to spend on this until we get rid of the corruption. And honestly, there's, in a sense, no reason to rush the corruption because we're not going to tech if we're institutionalized. Although, we want to get rid of the corruption so that we can develop our territory. Maybe that's what we'll look at. Yeah. Just start dumping points into our capital. You are idle. Because there are no outraged countries for you to suck up to. Interesting. We're going to Royal Marry you. Could explicitly... Yeah, we can't ally the Overlord, but it's interesting. Threatening countries? Sure. Okay. Ming likes us that way. Ooh, we're actually quite close. Hold on. You, come back over here. Because we can probably get Ming to the 175. And improving our Diplo reputation would actually do huge things because it affects the rate at which a lot of improvements happen, and it really has a big impact on your vassals. As long as we can beat the improved relations with the improved relations. The burn off of that, but we all do have the aggressive expansion burn off as well. And I think 175 is the goal. So we should get there. There we go. Mission fulfilled, Chinese diplomacy, +1 Diplo rep, and the Diplo power is really nice. We can stop improving relations because it really doesn't do anything for us. So no more outraged countries we can sort of make friends with. But we'll go ahead and suck up to random threatening countries. We can enact our first government reform. Let's do that. So I can't do trader privileges because I'm not plutocracy. Right. Although I suppose I could... No, I can't swap to it because I'm not a merchant republic. So this reduces the influence of the administrators and gives us tax money. This gives us manpower. Manpower is good, but... Well, most of our money is going to come from trade. Still, bringing down their influence gives us more of a barrier for us to hit some of these buttons. Maybe. I mean, it feels like we're... Let's say, if we were role-playing what we're going to do here, we are definitely going to go, not literally to a republic, but, like... We're not going to let rich noble families tell us what to do. I mean, other than the king, because obviously. I like it. I'm going to curtail noble privileges here. Done. So, yeah, 95... There we go, 85. Excellent. Now, you want the influence to be fairly high so that when you hit the demand military support, you get as much as possible, but I think we're okay with this. And we may strip away more of their land as well in some places where it doesn't make sense for them to have it. We've got a couple of alliance possibilities. We can invest in idea. Let me wait. And because right now we can have one more relationship without going over our cap. Solon can't do Ming. Who's? Oh, we don't like them. Oh, there we go. Ryukyu. Well, okay, we're not doing Ryukyu, although it's kind of entertaining. Yeah, let's grab these guys up here. And we'll get a royal marriage come April the 22nd. Sounds good to me. Excellent. Okay, let's amp this. We can just sit on this amount right now. That's okay. I want to bring this down, because at some point we are going to start investing in the ideas. Although the institution tech penalty is not too bad. Good story. Yearly prestige. We could placate noble rulers more if we do this. I'm actually going to go for this. Ah, there you go. You're at 79. And you're starting to like me, which is good. And I pieced you out first, so our truce is going to come up first with these guys. Okay, it's only 10. I can only hit it one time, which is not enough. Hang on, what is it? Seeing the real you. Turns around, looks at you. Have you prayed lately? Okay, I don't have an heir right now. So this is a 10-point heir. High on diplomacy, which is going to be good for exploration. Or we can just get a bunch of money. Prestige. No, no, no. Let's go ahead. Get a good heir. Be friends with our wife. It's, you know, it's handy to do that sometimes. This is decreasing. Not too bad. What I might want to do is temporarily actually do this and do this. Just going to bump up my military here. There you go. Granted generalship went away. Everything is stable now. I'm just going to try to spend our manpower again. Just because our relative strength was so low, if we can get it boofed up a little, it'll help with our vassals and help with some of the coalition issues. All right, come back over here. There we go. Not 100% anymore. That's good. I mean, the opinion's going to improve over time. Diplomat has died. Okay, so that's all of our advisors now. Let's actually still grab an improved relations guy to help burn the negative modifiers off a little sooner. If we can weather all this, we're going to be in a great spot. I'm going to hold off on exploration ideas for now. I mean, we could quest for the New World. We have an admiral. We have this. I just don't know how much terrain there is actually for us to explore yet. And we still have the corruption, so, you know, this would cost us a few extra points. It's going to take a long time to get rid of this. But we'll be quite happy when we have. Vassals have rebuilt a few troops. I mean, they're not loyal yet, so they'd want to actually help out in a battle. We could designate a marsh. If we weren't planning on ever annexing them. I think we will, though. Improve relations. Oh, we have no relations here yet. Yeah, let's try to bring these to 200 each. I think we can probably make them be loyal. Especially if we're at our force limit, I think we're going to be fine. And of course, over time, then they do get more. Oh, you've dropped a little somehow. There's a horde. They're both hordes, so that's 10% more. And then another question will be, even if when they're loyal, do we annex them? I don't know. Hard times, that's annoying. Some devastation as well. A couple people I don't care about. Friends in need. The Ming want some money. It'll improve the relations a lot. Yeah, no. Also, I don't want to take out another loan. Let's actually bring that up a little bit more. Yeah, it'd be nice to lower this, but I don't think it's worthwhile. If we can get an advisor that lowers it, there's a level 2 person to lower inflation, but we'll leave it be for now. So yeah, not quite capped out, but it should be fine. Balmanis is attacking Chanda. Do I have this at the best guess? Oh, there we go. I think we did, but that may have changed. We have to do that every now and again. I'm trying to use WASD to move the screen around, but that does not work in EU4. tiny, tiny profit. You're still disloyal. And yeah, it's increasing the maintenance, but you're getting there. Oh, you guys have 0 influence. Okay. I'm now calm. Discount 2 stability. Okay. I think I do tech boost this. So, I mean, I know there's an institution penalty and this. But we don't want to fall behind our vassals. So I'm going to do this. I don't have to rush the expiration yet. I'm going to do this. Now I'll probably won't do any more teching for a while. But yeah, I think that was a decent idea, because it does affect how vassals feel if they're ahead of us in terms of Diplotech, which may have been one of the modifiers in here, I'm not sure. Now, truce is until 65. Okay, good. Because no one can support their influence while we have a truce. So we have 3 more years to bring them below 50%. Malevolent personality. Okay. Now, how's the coalition? I'm shocked it hasn't fired. Why would I say those words out loud? Corchin never joined. Yeah, we don't have the money. Left the coalition, good, because they are doing other things. I actually might. Do I want to bring up my army first, rather than root out the corruption? Let me actually stop this for a second with the corruption, because yeah, I think that's right. All right. I don't remember. Last time it was money, right? Here, I can give them a little admin. Sure. Let's do that. I don't know. Like, I'm worried the Broken Promise will lead to too many bad things. Now, if there's more than one institution that has spawned, do we boost both? I think I can only boost the one. But it is probably what we're going to want to do. Again, probably after we get rid of the corruption. But yeah, I think it's probably a decent idea for us to go and boost our military slightly. It'll work a little bit with the coalition, it'll work a little bit with our vassals. It's a relative strength thing. Yeah, we're going to bring ourselves up to the force limit. We're just going to stay with infantry because it's cheap. And I think the strength, they just look at like the number of troops. So, I mean, there is a tech, military, the tactics. But we're ahead of time, yeah, there's no reason to rush that. We can store a little more than 100. Yeah, 1,200. So yeah, we're going to keep working on that. And then store the points to go and develop our provinces. Get Renaissance. That might be annoying to do this. Before I lose the prestige. That's 20. So let's say if you're negative prestige, it grows. If you're positive prestige, like it decays towards 0. So I guess spending it right now doesn't make much of it. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this. Lose the prestige. Yeah, build up to our force limit. What was it? 65, right? Yeah, we're a little close to maybe someone deciding they want to support our independence here. Or their independence, I should say. Okay, leaving the coalition. Everyone's left the coalition. Now, technically, they still have enough aggressive expansion feelings that they could rejoin. But now, there's no coalition, so there's not the off chance that some idiot pulls the trigger and ruins everything. That's a lot of money. +1 production. Let's do it. Sorry, China. Yeah, piracy is going to be a whole thing here. Anti-clericalism? Gain money. Yeah, let's do this one. That's fine with me. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That'll bring us to our force limit. Which is still going to be nice for our vassals. finally below 70%. We have diplomatic reputation, which helps as well. Hell, there's something to be said, like, for our first idea group. That's extra diplomat. Ah, that's too bad. I mean, we could go influence and keep them, but no, I think the exploration is good. Okay, so now that that's done, I don't need to save up money for more troops, so running a slight positive, we'll go back to rooting out corruption. And then once that has been rooted out, we'll improve the development of our provinces, and we'll likely also start working towards exploration ideas, which would be nice. And we have very little diplo power, despite some of the focus over here, but... because we're going to have to spend some on the development, just because of the way the balancing works. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. But yeah, we'll wait on this. Okay, well, we're going to put a cut in. Somehow, we didn't lose this episode, which is good. Now, we still, because of the disloyalty, there could still be some really annoying stuff that starts happening very, very, very soon here. As long as you have any positive. But yeah, this still leaves us at 56%. And as far as I recall, independence can be supported as long as they've got at least 50% liberty desire, and at which point, everything goes to shit. So we really would like to bring their liberty desire to 50% or lower. Maybe 49 is the magic number to protect us. But right now, there's no reason to hit the button because it won't do enough to change things. So we're going to keep trying to improve. Okay, we've capped on that. You're actually idle now. And we still have aggressive expansion. I was going to say, oh, we could start spying over here or something like that, but that doesn't really help us, does it? There you go. Still outraged countries. We'll cycle through a few of those, because some of that's probably bled off. We'll do another cycling through it. And for now, we're happy to just sit tight and try to hold on to what we've got, if at all possible. 1 ally, 2 vassals, 1 overlord. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.